absorb this in context. For a sizable portion of the journey of the Christ's adult ministerial outreach here on earth, when the Christ walked in flesh as a man, leading all of the way to the Christ's ultimate self-sacrifice for all of mankind, the purpose for the Christ being here in the flesh completely went over the head of one Judas Iscariot, one particular disciple that was chosen in the brotherhood of discipleship by the HaMashiach. The reason for Christ being here completely went over Judas Iscariot's head until after the Christ had been crucified and buried. The messages that Judas Iscariot had been taught either went over his head or simply failed to register due to his hyperfocus on his own personal, social, political, and even militaristic concerns, and what he ultimately chose to be his paramount, meaning first agenda, first and foremost, which happened to greatly differ from what the Christ had called the disciples for. And so the miraculous deeds that the Christ performed right in front of Judas Iscariot's eyes mattered very little to him in the ultimate scheme of what Iscariot felt was his personal goals and objective, along with what he viewed and desired the Christ's role to be in the playing out of his personal plans and agenda. If you study the life and the information that is on record and even mythically has been preserved regarding Judas Iscariot, we know that Iscariot, for example, if you allow me to digress to familiarize some of you all who may not be familiarized with it, was not necessarily a surname. It was a code name for a Hebrew insurgency that was going on in Judah at that time, which ultimate objective was, even by force, to push Rome's influence and Rome having Judah underfoot out of that region, and to break the control that Rome had over the Holy Land and Judah. Iscariot was another name and a code name, according to history, for that insurgency called the Sicarii. Sicarii is an ancient Hebrew term that means the dagger. Even in this day and time, the militant arm of cartels in South and Central America, and the very most elite guard that protects the heads of these cartels, they're often specialists and very deadly individuals that are called the Sicarii. And this is something that has been passed down through ages and generations, but the original Sicarii was the Hebrew insurgency that were operating in guerrilla warfare in an attempt to start an effort and a rebellion that would push Rome